as you sit down. There's a gentle grounding as a downward energy, especially during a season with lots of energy going in all the directions. This grounding time is very important for our nervous systems. Just make sure that you folded your legs in a way that feels good, and just with each shape, taking care of yourself, taking that attitude of ahimsa, that attitude of non-harming, an attitude of santosha, that is contentment with the way things are, so that we can work with ourselves, meet ourselves right here in the now. And maybe a little energy for the summer season of growing, of using that vitality and determination and heat in a positive way to help us grow stronger, grow in ways that we'd like to grow. And to begin, let's take the bottom two fingers, the pran mudra, like prana. So your pinky and ring fingers touch your thumbs, and then rest comfortably out to your legs. And this mudra, this gesture with your hands, is to activate your root chakra. So just bring some energy to that idea of a root, connecting you with the earth, connecting you with life. And softly breathe, rest your eyes. Cultivating that ujjayi breath, even inhale and exhale through the nose. Try to let the breathing take on a steadiness. And then let your breath stay steady. Bring awareness to the root of the body. Thinking of the pelvic floor muscles like a hammock, working as one, 10 different muscles. The bony landmarks of the sitting bones. Feel those. And then in the front and the back, we have the tailbone and the pubic bones. Just try to bring a gentle lifting up the center energy. Just bring awareness there and try to find that light engagement. And add to that also the low belly coming in towards the spine. They're connected to each other. Just meditating upon those lower bandhas. Subtle core, subtle strength. Exhale. Keep them lightly engaged throughout the practice. And let's use that core strength awareness here to do an energy hold to calm the fire element. So taking whichever hand you like to the back of your skull, and then the other hand is going to come to your forehead. So you'll need your core strength here just to sit comfortably. Close your eyes, relax. Just experience calming the energy. So that energy of summer, that fire element can become too strong. It can become anxious, too hot. This is a calming technique that can be done for any length of time. Specifically speaking to that fire element. Having the core gently engaged to support the arms up. And let's just change the hands just to experience what happens if we take the hands and change one to the back and the other to the front. Just balancing out that little bit of asymmetry in the elbows. Let the hands be soft, just let them rest into the skull. Calming. Soft, steady breathing, senses rotated inwardly. One more time, breathe deeply. Exhale, gently let the hands press into the head. And then release your hands down to your heart. Exhale. Connecting with the universe with the sound of the Om. Just listening or joining in. Breathing deeply in. And let's release from our seated pose by leaning back and squeezing in the legs. You can stay on your cushion if you're on one. So you're going to draw your feet in, squeeze your knees in, use your hands to start, and then try to keep that squeezing in energy and reach out your arms. Just finding balance, feeling the sacrum. And then let's release this, let everything stretch out. Just straighten everything out as much as you can, just a little while. So whole body strong, and then cross your ankles the other way. Gently draw in your feet, train your feet to tuck in. Reach out your arms if possible, lift your heart. So there's a nice little curve in your low back. And then release your hands down so you can use this pulling in energy, feet down too, to jump back. We don't have to actually jump, but just to take ourselves through the arms and come back. And coming to table to start with today, on your hands and knees. Nice open hands, spiraling outward energy. The inner elbows coming forward. Bring your low belly to your spine. Steady your breathing and just find a nice, easy, neutral. Feel the grounded quality here. Exhale. Let's find a cushion under your knees if you need it. Let's open out, doing a twist from our table. Open out to any degree, gaze out, reach. Three, about 5 breaths in each pose. This 5th breath, is there room to grow? Just explore that idea. And then let's ground in threading the needle. Nice and easy, early in practice. So bend your elbow, carefully come down to the side of your skull above your ear. Let your feet come together and use your left hand as support on the floor. The back of the right hand rests into the floor. And there's a lovely upward quality to the low belly. Also a good pose to explore that, engaging that mula bandha, the pelvic floor lightly toned. Relax, enjoy your breathing. And just one more breath. Make it whatever you would like. Maybe grow a little bit or just relax where you are. Let an inhale bring you back to your table. And the other side, opening out pose. The backs of the feet, grounding. So we let our awareness spread throughout the body. Finding that just right amount of sensation. So opening out to any degree. One more time, grow or steady. Thread the needle, so unwind your twist. Let your right elbow bend. Slide your left hand through. So the top of the left hand rests on the earth, feet come together. Use your right hand to create twist in your spine. Keeping the neck long. Strong in your core. Take a breath, what can you relax? And then one more breath, see what you can do to grow slightly. Just a little bit more. Exhale. And use an inhale to release back to table. Come right into cow spine. So going over to the low back in this pose. Bring your heart and face forward, gaze towards your nose. So the low back stays rather flat, the belly is strong. And let's energize cow for the last breath, the sense of bringing your heart forward like upward facing dog. And then let your tail curl and drop, head curl and drop. You can do this one nice and deeply and breathe 5 times. Feel the weight pull out of the hands. Really breathe into your upper back. One more time. And then exhale, relax to neutral, to table. Take your right hip and your right shoulder towards each other. So we're gonna let the left side of the body lengthen out. Do this to your own degree. So get a nice opening across the low back. Keep it positive. And what can you soften? What did you grip coming into this shape that can be let go of? Just using a little pressure into the hands. One more time, breathe deeply. Releasing side bends nice and slowly. And checking in with the other side. Shorten the left side, lengthen the right to any degree. Let that right side of your low back lengthen out. Each pose a meditative form. Everything is included. The breath awareness, the awareness, and all the actions in the body. Let's take one more time. And release to center. Tuck your toes, Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Let's think of this as a core pose today. It is one. So we have the hands spiraling outward, press the earth, lengthen your arms, let your head come down. Lengthen your spine up through your tail. Straighten your legs as much as possible and press them back. Heels reach for the floor. The whole body is strong. The low belly is the focus here, flying upward. Manuipura. Filled with jewels. One more exhale, lengthen your spine, reach your heart towards the earth. Keep that drawing upward in the low belly as you shift forward on your mat. Inhale into half lift. Exhale into forward fold. And inhale, come up to standing. Sorry about that. Up and exhale, release to center. Just take a moment to arrive on your feet. So we stand aligned and relaxed, feel the energy able to flow from the earth to the crown and back down again. Gently aligned and relaxed. And saluting the sun, cross your thumbs, inhale up and back. So lengthen your spine, gently explore the idea of going back, even a little bit. And then strong belly brings you into forward fold. So wherever your hands reach, fold in. Knees bend as needed. Halfway lift, extend your spine. Exhale, take just your right leg back. And bring your knee down on Janiyasana. So the front knee comes towards the toes. Take a moment to adjust the space between your knee and foot. You can come up with your hands on your knee or stay low. And a pair of blocks could be a compassionate purchase if you have trouble reaching the floor in poses like this. They last forever and they don't cost very much. Give it one more rounded breath. And then draw your hips back, taking a little side from the classical to come to Hanuman's pose. Gently draw back your toes. So early in the practice, just find a nice release for your body. A nice place to draw the navel towards the spine, folding over that. And let one more breath flow through. What can you soften? As you exhale, find your range of motion. Bend your knee to release your leg back. Looking at knees, chest, and chin. So knees are already down. Take out your hands pretty far away, further than tabletops. You need space for your spine. Hug your elbows in, bend them, and bring your chest to the floor. Just make sure you have enough room. You can rock your knees back if needed. And like me, your chin might have already landed. And then let's release the knees, and then the whole body just arrives on the earth. Cobra pose, zip up the legs, hands by your chest, leap in. Gently tone the whole body. Reach forward with the heart. And give it one more breath. Now we need a strong inhale energy to press to upward facing dog. Keep the elbows hugging in. Use your knees. Just press yourself back up and stretch your belly forward. You could stay on your knees or the tops of your feet. All the way open. And then flip over the feet and press back, downward dog. Taking a moment to refine and then hold steady, breathe deeply. Meditating again upon the solar plexus chakra at the belly center, Manuipura filled with jewels. Tucking the chin so that you're gazing in the direction of your navel. One more exhale. Light lung, spine. And then taking your other foot forward for Anjaneyasana, second side. So left foot forward. Frame the front foot. Take a moment. Adjust between the foot and the knee behind you as needed. And then hold steady in a place that is positive. Gaze towards the tip of your nose or let your eyes rest. And just one more breath. Tuck under your back toes, lift up your hips, step forward into half lift, breathing in. Fold forward, breathing out. And up to standing we go. Press your feet. Just draw energy from the earth to the sky. Catch it between your hands and bring it back to your heart. Free breath. Release any holding, except for that light low belly work. Reach your arms, breathe in. Gaze up, reach up. Fold forward slowly. The belly flies upward as you fold over it, drawing in, folding in. Halfway lift, lengthen your spine. Exhale, bend your knees and take your legs back to Palakasana, the plank pose. Maybe done with the knees down. Try to have a nice flat, whole body strong. A little softness in your elbows. So you use the muscles of your arms. Press the earth away. One more breath. Chaturanga, knees down to start, hugging your elbows. Reach your chest forward. And then press your arms straight, upward facing dog. Flip the feet over, downward dog. 5 breaths. Letting the focus move here to the heart. Close to the lungs and the breathing. Enjoy one more breath. The openness in the hands has a nice openness in the shoulders. Weight back towards the heels. Exhale. Keep your hips high and walk forward, nice and grounded, coming forward. Half lift, inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Inhale to standing. And exhale, release your arms down. Feet underneath the hips for elephant pose, elbows and hands together. Sink your hips into that invisible chair. Rest your thumbs upon your third eye center. Let your feet open and not grip. Feel the grounding and calming quality. Eyes resting. Slowly breathe again. Press your feet to straighten your legs and release your arms. Take the front of your pelvis with your fingers and fold over that. Taking your elbows or Padahastasana, feet hands pose. So stepping to the wrist or to the root of the fingers. Both are good. I'll demonstrate root of fingers. So it's like we're trying to pull the hands out, but the feet are holding them there in equal measure. You bend your knees if you need to, let your spine hang forward, and gently do that give and take with the hands and feet. The low belly stays flying upward. Awakening the back body from the soles of the feet to the top of the head. One more breath. Halfway lift, inhale, and release your feet. Exhale, hands to your waist, and press your feet to come up. And exhale, relax. Bend your knees, feel that, press your feet into the earth, and step to the side on your mat. So come sideways on your mat, and start to find a nice side-to-side flow with your lunges. So your knees angle out about 45 degrees, go all the way into one side, all the way into the other. Press, other side, find your own easy rhythm. Let that flowy quality have a calming energy, a cooling energy. So one more time each way. And coming back to the right side for a hold. Bring your spine upright, bring your right hand behind your skull. And turn your back toes towards the wall behind you. And let's come back to that calming hold. So hold your forehead and the back of your skull. Concentrate. One more breath, exhale. Release your arms, straighten your legs. Other side, so the back foot turned out 90, so we needed to angle in more to 45. Just find a comfortable angled knee bend to the side. Go ahead and take your right foot out to 90. Left hand behind your skull, right hand in front. Let yourself be absorbed completely in the form, in the energy practice. One more complete breath. Release your arms, straighten your leg. And let's come to triangle on the right side. So just angle your back foot in, reach your arms up and down, and come on over. Remember that triangle is a nice core pose. Its chakra is the Manuipura at the belly. Just let everything radiate from there. One more deep breath. Over to the other side with your inhalation. Turn your legs. Exhale, come down when you're ready. Grounding today on the shin. Working from the belly center. The heaviness of the head supported by that 4, and 5. Inhale energy, bring up your arms and torso, and bend your knee, come to warrior B. Do you need to separate your feet a little wider? That's fine. A nice turn of the head towards the left fingertips and the shoulders down. Feeling everything. Exhale, leaning and reaching, extended side angle pose, curling the pinky side of the hand down. Gently reach your gaze. Let yourself come into that deep concentration, bringing meditative quality to your practice. Exhale, feel complete. Reverse warrior, keep your knee over your ankle, up and back. Nice and easy, or work your hands together. Where do you want to work today? Your practice. Don't place any pressure on your neck here. And one more breath, energize your pose, fill your heart. Release your arms and your leg. And turn to wide parallel feet. And back over to the other side for the warrior B sequence with the arms floating out, knee over ankle. So the warrior poses strong but in a calm way, calm strength. And next time you breathe out, transition to Utthita Parsvakonasana, the extended side angle. Just curling that pinky side of the arm down, reach your gaze there. What softness can you bring? Are your feet open? Are your fingers gently gathering? Is your forehead smooth? Not judging any holding, but just trying to find it and release it. And just one more breath, strong and soft. Come on up, keep your knee, reverse your warrior, up and back, or work into cow face. Pose with the arms if you like. Again, bring softness to your strength. Deeply breathe. And as you exhale, release your arms and your legs to wide parallel feet. Breathe in, long spine. Breathe out, forward fold. You may bend your knees and rest upon them, or continue reaching towards the floor. The low belly flies upward, the pelvic floor flies upward. There's a lot of opposite energies here. What's grounding, what's flying. Let's spin a few more rounds of breath here, just calmly reaching your skull towards the earth, hugging in your elbows. One more exhale, lengthen your spine. Inhale to the half lift, maybe feet come a little closer. Exhale, and then bring the next inhalation to come up, roll back your shoulders, roll them back again. And then step to the top of your mat, bend your knees, step forward, arrive, mountain. Good. Parsvottanasana, intense side stretching pose. Straight legs, hips forward, step back, right leg. And then gum side, dive down. So we inwardly rotate the shoulders, take your arms back as far as they will go. And then bring your knuckles or your palms together, nice and low. And then gradually work them up over time. Inhale, gently back bend over your hands. Exhale, forward fold, reach with your heart. Lift your elbows lightly. You may fold more towards your leg if you like. Exhale once more. Use inhale to come up, gently back bend. And let's take the other side, keeping the arms, just change your legs. Take a moment, breathe in once you're grounded and steady, and exhale, forward fold. So you reach with your heart, try to keep your elbows and hands lifting as you fold forward. Your big toe off the tip of your nose, gaze, or towards your shin. And just one more breath. Exhale, inhale up, gently back. Slide your hands down and release them. Step forward. Exhale. Warrior A, finishing our standing poses. Big step back, right leg, left knee over ankle. Just let your arms fly back today. Just feel the energy of our practice in your arms and hands. Leading with your heart, nose gaze. And one more time, be with your breath and your body. Relax, press your back foot, step forward and step back other side. Again, just palms forward, open chest, open shoulders. Reach back, gaze down lightly towards your nose. Squeezing the shoulder blades together. One more breath's energy. And at the end of the exhale, relax your arms, lean forward, press your back foot, and step out. It's kind of nice to stand on 2 feet for the summer, for all that balancing. So take your feet wide, and we'll do a little bit of breath and core practice. This is an exhale retention. So you breathe in, you run a nice long inhale. As you breathe out, bend your knees, rest your hands on your legs. Keep the breath out of the body, draw the low belly towards the spine. Soften everything you can. Try to float calmly in that emptiness. And when your breath is ready to come in, breathe in and stand back up. Take a free breath in between each one. So do 2 more or just 1 and take a breath in between. So inhale, exhale. Once that is complete, just come back to your mountain for a moment, saying goodbye to standing. Just holding that space between the earth and the sky. Relaxed and grounded. Maybe a little growing energy, like a little plant, full of life. And then turn your hands out, reach up your arms, breathe in. Hands come together. Separate your hands, pull forward. Halfway lift, inhale. Spread your hands here, prepare them as you take back your legs, making your way to your belly in your own way. And playing with frog pose on the belly, one foot at a time. So starting with the right, just let your left elbow bend in front of you for comfort and support. So you're gonna bend your right knee, bringing your foot towards your shoulder. So open up, palm faces outward, take the inside of your foot. Gently draw your foot towards the floor. Careful with shoulder, careful with knee. Belly breaths into the earth. One more breath. And release. So get your right arm in front for support. Just let it be out to a degree where you have just a little bit of lift of your chest. And now our attention to the other side. Bend your knee, so bring your foot, use that reaching energy of tucking the toes that we did earlier. Bring it towards your body, just straight in. And then roll back towards the right a bit and take your hands so the palm faces out and find the inside of your foot. That's actually a nice place to stop, especially if the pose is new. If you would like to just bend your elbow, bring your foot a little bit closer towards the floor. Very compassionate. Letting your energy change from standing into our floor poses. One more breath. And release. Come to center. Both feet playing with Dhanurasana, bow pose. So bend both knees. Lift the knees off the floor. Bring your feet towards your head. Take your arms back, palms facing inwards. Try to catch your shins or your ankles or your feet. And just staying with that. It's okay if you can't reach. You can just keep working the legs, trying to lift your knees. And if you have caught, then you can work on lifting your chest further off the ground. Press your pelvis forward. The belly center strongly grounded here. Dhanurasana, one more breath. Give it energy. And then release your knees and your chest down and release. And press to table, so hands forward and down, straighten your arms. Tabletop. And then back to quarter dog, tuck your toes. Just nice release of those strong back bending shapes. And deeply breathe again. Flowing to seated, so you can just come through and sit. Or if you would like to shift to the upward dog shape again, please revisit that. Establish downward dog. Keep your hips high, cross your ankles, and come through to sit down. And coming into a butterfly pose today. So it's like our Baddha Konasana, but with the feet further away. And taking it as a yin pose for this season. As you just find a comfortable place to rest forward, you can rest your hands together, just lean forward. And when we come to a yin pose, we just let go of our efforts and hold the shape. Embracing stillness. Checking in with the body, make sure you have come to an acceptable and appropriate edge. Let your eyes rest. The hands and feet rest lightly into each other. You have the resource of the grounding, the breathing, mindfulness. freedom from the flow of thought waves. Be in your breath and your body. And just try not to attach to any thoughts that arise. Just a little bit longer. Take 2 more breaths in the shape. So the bandhas are released. And then I'm mindful and slow coming up. Re-engage your low belly towards your spine. And come to Ardha Matsyendrasana, right knee forward, left foot on the floor, coming around, sitting tall. Exhale, twist, and stretch your hip, looking back. So back into the yang practice where we're creating with muscular energy the depth of the pose. Two more times. And exhale, release. Navasana, boat pose. Rest your feet together. Reach out your arms and legs. 1. It's okay to support or bend your knees. Keep your low back happy. Whole body strong. 1 more breath. And release. Ardha Matsyendrasana, second side. So fold in your left knee right in front. Right foot comes round. Sit tall, breathe in. Breathe out, twist, and stretch your hip gently. Your hip can rest out into your hand or be drawn in. Take care of your body. Create what you need. Breathe into it. Draw your senses towards your breathing. Two more times. And release. 1 more boat pose, yogi's choice. Feet down, just keep your low back lifted. Reach your heart towards the sky. Strong from the belly center. Exhale, release your feet down and just be free from that effort. Let's come to our backs. So just lie down or lie down slowly with your legs straight to resist lying down. I usually end up with a few extra things to say for next time. So time to come down. Plant those feet. Find the back side of your skull. Let your arms come just away from your legs a bit for that, expanding that area of groundedness. Rest and calm, just arriving. Sorry about that. Exhale, engage Mula Bandha, Uddiyana Bandha. So low belly towards the spine strongly, pelvic floor engaged, using bridge pose as a lifting up strong core. Press your feet, come up, Make space for your spine, so my head slides away from my feet to make space. Try to have the subtle core engaged here. Thinking of this as a core pose. 4, one more breath. Very engaged, Setu Bandhasana. Keep that engagement as you lower with control. And let your belly and your pelvic floor relax completely. Being able to soften those efforts is also important. And bring your knees into your chest in your own favorite way. Happy baby pose, feet together, knees apart. Hug the knees, whatever you like. Just releasing the back of the body. Maybe curling in your head for some of the time. One more breath. Inhaling. Exhale. Try to have your forehead a little higher than your chin, so your neck is nice and long. Take your legs up into the air, arms out by your sides. Higher up, so just between your hips and your shoulders for support. Exhale, low belly towards the spine. Let's go side to side. Just challenge your own strength. Go over to the right, legs together. It's fine to use your arms and then use the breath. Inhale, come up, and exhale, check in with the other side. Inhale up. Go side to side several times. Just a sense of exploring. One more each way. Challenge it a little bit on this last pass. You might be a little sore in your side oblique tomorrow. You challenge that a little bit more. Back to center. Bend your knees and resting twist. Yogi's choice. One knee across. Just arrange your legs in a way that feels delicious and delightful today. And then turn your head away and breathe through the whole body. Let it soften. What brings a nice release to your body? What softness can you bring? One more time. Slowly, slowly breathe in. Fullness. Slowly, slowly breathe out. Emptiness. And when that's complete, over to the other side. Yogi's choice, I just did a little hip shift. Bringing the knees over. Just an easy way. What brings you ease in your body here? A deep release of the spine. Enjoying the nice cooling quality of our seated and lying down poses. Turn your head away. Let a sense of ease flow with the breath through the body. Deeply breathe one more time. And release to your back. Let's take a little rest. A nice grounding opportunity. Sliding out your legs, let them widen, let them release open. The arms as well. Forehead slightly higher than the chin, so using support under the head if needed. adjusting to make sure that your body has room for your spine to flow and be free. Come back to that idea of engaging the pelvic floor, gently drawing in and up there. Hug your low belly towards your spine. So lightly engage the low bandhas. And now exhale and let them soften completely. Just give your energy and attention to complete releasing. Let that release from the core radiate out to the fingertips in all directions. Stay and rest. Humpbacks by Mary Oliver. There is all around us this country of original fire. You know what I mean. The sky, after all, stops at nothing. So something has to be holding our bodies in its rich and timeless stables, or else we would fly away. Off Stellwagen, off the Cape, the humpbacks rise. Carrying their tonnage of barnacles and joy, they leap through the water. They nuzzle back under it like children at play. They sing too, and not for any reason you can't imagine. 3 of them rise to the surface near the bow of the boat, then dive deeply, their huge scarred flukes tipped to the air. We wait, not knowing just where it will happen. Suddenly, they smash through the surface. Someone begins shouting for joy, and you realize it is yourself as they surge upward, and you see for the first time how huge they are as they breach and dive and breach again through the shining blue flowers of the split water. And you see them for some unbelievable part of a moment against the sky, like nothing you've ever imagined. Like the myth of the 5th morning galloping out of darkness, pouring heavenward, spinning. Then they crash back under those black silks, and we all fall back together into that wet fire. You know what I mean. And you know a captain who has seen them playing with seaweed, swimming through the green islands, tossing the slippery branches into the air. I know a whale that will come to the boat whenever she can and nudge it gently along the bow with her long flipper. I know several lives worth living. Listen, whatever it is you try to do with your life, nothing will ever dazzle you like the dreams of your body. Its spirit longing to fly while the deadweight bones toss their dark mane and hurry back into the fields of glittering fire, where everything, even the great whale, throbs with song.
I don't feel like it.
Let this process of releasing your stillness be a still one, a slow one. Just a gentle invitation. A symbolic reawakening. And just let your body release stillness one part at a time. The breath deepens. A gradual transition from lying down to your side, to your seat. Taking time. And bring the energy of mindfulness back as you come to your seat so that you sit in a way that is supportive and positive, that nice grounded feeling. Feel the strength of the practice bringing that sense of ease into the upper body, the arms and the back strengthened by the practice. Practicing a little bit, a gentle amount of breath of fire, and then some cooling breath to finish. So sit in this easy way. And to begin breath of fire, we just want to have an intentional inhale and exhale without any pauses. So just play with that idea for a few rounds of breath through the nose. Having a sense of creating the breath energy with the core of the body. 5 more times. Not too fast, just trying to find that action, creating inhale, creating exhale. When that exhale completes, just relax. And let's move our breath into the left channel of the body, the cooling channel, the lunar channel. So just try to breathe through the left side of your nose. You could gently close the right if you would like, or just use your mind. Let those pauses return to the breath, where you inhale to a fullness and pause. Still through the left side, exhale to emptiness and pause. Shining that left channel with your awareness. One more exhale. Bring your hands together. Lift the center of your chest with your thumbs, drawing your shoulder blades down and back. And let your forehead reach towards your fingertips. This creates Jalandhara Bandha, the lock at the throat. Perhaps engaging the lower bandhas as well, and circulating the breath a few rounds in the torso. The mind and the heart free here to dedicate, feel gratitude, and be generous in sharing the benefits. Inhale, release the bandhas. Namaste. Thank you for joining me. Remember this.
Namaste, Blossom. Thank you.
You're welcome, Jen.